Hey there everybody, this is Shukesoo. Welcome back to Fairy Fancy Wrath. And before I get into going into Cravasse Cave, because the last time, in the last video, we travelled back in time, and well, yeah, turns out, yeah, travel back in time. Tiara is very much fully alive, but it's really suspicious of us. But first, I want to talk about some correction I need to make regarding Shukesoo's tower. Basically, my logic for this was that it's basically the same logic as you would with any other dungeon, is that you place furies around it and that would be what would affect it. It turns out no, that's not in fact the case, because you can actually just put furies anywhere on the map, doesn't matter whether they're near a dungeon or anything, and it actually does affect Shukesoo's tower. And I'm just going to show that example like at this very moment. I'm just going to punch all these furies here. It's actually probably the best place to put them, since it's like there's literally like going to be nothing here at all, even in like the end, when it comes to like the end game for this story. I mean, I've not got that many furies at the moment. I can actually go back and do the two remaining C rank furies that I currently have that I don't actually I'm not actually using at the moment, because after the event where Tiara dies and you travel back into the past, that's the cut-off point, like the end of this one, and that's when the story changes, depending on how well you did in Godly Revival. With the exception of, I think, the Vile Goddess ending. So yeah, without those, basically the tower's grown further. And I want it to get up to like floor 15 before I actually do anything with this, because floor 15 has monsters which I can actually attack super effectively, and I can do it Tiara solo. Because also what I've been doing, I've been grinding some weapon points, and Tiara now has the Maelstrom spell, I believe. Yeah, Maelstrom spell, which affects everybody on the field, does a massive amount of damage, it's water element, and well, you can pretty much guess what happens on floor 15. But regardless, let's just head to Cravasse Cave.
Here we are, Cravasse Cave.
There's a fury deep within, and I have no doubt we'll run into Ethel again. If both those things happen, you'll have to believe us, right?
What do you think, Huey? As far as I'm concerned, your suspicious levels are maxed. You won't sway me with such minor details. This is what Kiwi said.
Are you her translator now?
Yeah, pretty much. But I believe the monsters, there's some new monsters here. I think that the bar wasn't here the last time we was here. But I think all the other monsters are exactly the same as we were here in the first time. They're just like a little bit harder, just for the sake of being up to high levels. So I suppose we should fight at least the bar. The other things I'm not really too concerned about. Oh, it would be nice for it to actually target the right thing. Yeah, nothing really too interesting about the enemies here. They're really weak, just like they were the last time we were here. And the only problem we really should be having is with Ethel. Because it is actually just going to happen exactly like last time. Ethel's the boss of this place, so yeah, we're going to have to fight Baskel again. We're also going to have to find treasure again, which is also another thing. We didn't actually have Item Sun the last time we were here, and I believe you guys weren't here either. And I'd rather not fight you because I know what you don't like doing.
Here I come.
Or otherwise, I'd just like to get rid of you like fast. Can we do that? Would be nice. I really don't like you spamming that all the time. The zombies I don't necessarily care about simply because the worst thing they're going to do is poison. And Tiara has a thing that pretty much mitigating poison, which is nice.
Stay down.
I believe even one of her armor pieces is actually gives her HP regen. It's basically mitigating the poison, which is nice. Which is fine because she's always the one getting poisoned. If with Fang getting poisoned, I would be a little bit concerned, but no, it's not. It was Tiara always getting poisoned. It was Tiara always getting poisoned in the first place, so it really shouldn't matter. Anyway, killer insects. I don't actually know what they do because I kill them far too quickly. And I believe this thing gets one rounded as well. I says I don't one round it. Man, you Tiara's attack isn't really that great. Even after weapon boosting physical attack, is that her main thing is just really magical attacks and casting Tiara and stuff. So she's basically more a offensive white mage. Red mage maybe if we're talking Final Fantasy kind of classes. Alright, where's my item? It's around here somewhere. It's going to get interrupted by a fight.
Are you ready? My turn.
Next. That was nothing.
Right, it's around here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Not really worth much, but I suppose we need it for synthesizing or something. If I actually bother doing that. I mean, I will actually be doing it because I need the jumping star thing. I need the jumping star. We don't have that at the moment. Also, cutscenes in the same place again. Who would have thought?
You noticed how Ethel's clothes changed, right? We're supposed to be in the past, so why were they different?
Yeah, that is pretty weird. Let's make sure to ask her when we run into her up here. Maybe we'll learn something about this whole time travel thing while we're at it.
Yeah, let's give it a shot!
So yeah, also one thing we probably didn't notice. Ethel's wearing different clothes in this particular time space. As opposed to when we saw her last. When she got bopped. And she unfortunately got bopped. There's nothing over there. There's something over here though. Aside from a random zombie. She's also somewhat in the UI, but things that are in the way can also be told to get out of the way. Or something like that. Oh yeah, I'm not really fighting enemies here. Like I said, this dungeon's fairly quick if you don't actually... Oh, any dungeon's really quick if you don't fight the enemies. It's just that if you don't fight enemies you don't get experience and you just generally have a hard time fighting like stronger enemies and bosses and such.
Ready?
My turn.
Get ready. Slash. Stay down. Slash.
My turn. Are you joking around?
It's not over yet.
Time to... It's all over. Oh my. Was that it?
My item is somewhat probably near the item that was just dead. Also, I believe a lot of the equip items here are actually for Ethel.
Is this treasure?
We're not going to be getting her just yet, spoiler alert, but Yeah, I know that the eye patch is definitely one of Ethel's articles of clothing. No, I think the red flower is for somebody else. I think it might be somebody else. Question is it Tiara? Yeah, it's the Tiara. But anyway, let's go fight Ethel. This is inevitably going to happen.
All right, I found a Fury. I'm sure to get a nice bonus now.
Bonuses are great, but I want to fight. You're so timid. You run from every fight. If I don't get a little exercise, I'm gonna get fat.
The clever have no need for swords.
Kill!
Yeah.
Hello, this is Ethel, and I'm her fairy partner, Karin. Now that Ethel has spotted you, I'm sorry to tell you that you will have to die.
Here we go. My time to shine.
Oh my, you seem like a perfectly ordinary office worker, but you've brought along a most extreme woman. How indecent.
What do you want me to do? I didn't choose my fairy. I get all kinds of judgmental stares from strangers thanks to her, not to mention my wife and kids.
You say that, but be honest. You wouldn't give it up for anything, would you?
Kill. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, dirty kill. I agree. Let us dispatch this dirty old man post-haste.
I knew we'd find you here, Ethel! And you! Who are you again?
I should ask you that.
Oh well. Anyway, Ethel, I have a question for you.
Huh?
Now's my chance.
What? Are you running away? I thought this was finally my chance to fight.
Kill. Kill, kill, kill. My prey ran off thanks to you assholes. How are you gonna make this up to me? Is what she said.
Damn, this is bad, isn't it?
She is absolutely livid.
Kill!
Yep, may as well just try and kill us instead.
Go, Chewie.
She's also trying to attack Tiara. She's not coded to attack Tiara, she will attack whoever she feels like. Just like she did in the first one. She will also use Shooting Star when she's low on health. So try to keep everybody like separated. Because otherwise she's going to ruin everybody's lives. Our alternative, I could probably finish her with a shooting slash at this point. And she won't be able to. Poor Baskel, she's always getting bullied. I was getting bullied by the party.
A new power.
Pretty not great.
I've become stronger.
As usual, she just attacked for no reason.
Come on, Fang. Now's the perfect time to ask her.
Oh, right. Hey, Ethel, why are you wearing that outfit?
Oh, it's super cute, right? I picked it out for her. I'm trying to get Ethel more interested in the feminine side of life.
Huh. That explains the bunny ears, I guess. But man, you gotta have real courage to wear something like that. It basically screams, "Here I am, notice me!" I mean, man, you couldn't pay me enough to wear something like that. I gotta say, I admire your courage.
Fang! It's rude to treat her like some kind of pitiful child. Although, I could never wear something like that either.
She's right. You're being very rude. Not that I would ever wear that kind of thing myself.
Kill! Ethel, please! Come back! Ethel is not some pitiful child! Well, I I guess our meeting ended up the same way as before.
I don't think I'll ever understand her, no matter how many times we run into each other.
Yeah, I don't know why Fang would say anything like he'd not really wear something ridiculous having bunny ears when he's the one with a little. This is probably this one. Yo, load, please. Yeah, Fang's one's a talk when he has like a little plushie of his fairy pattern on his arm. And I mean, I can make him wear other such stupid things as well, but I kind of like having a little fairy pattern on his arm. Anyway, there's stuff to do in Zelda City, including Gather Revival. Since this video was relatively short, I may as well just go through that, and probably then I'm going to end the video. So yeah, there's probably going to be cutscenes here. I'm going to stay quiet, and I'll probably see you back when we're going to do Gather Revival.
So, are you finally starting to believe us?
There was a Fury, just like we said, and we ran into Apple too.
Still, I can't trust you. Perhaps you obtained information about the Fury beforehand. And as for Ethel, maybe you conspired with her before as well. Most importantly, you said nothing about the other fencer that showed up.
You're so suspicious! What do I have to gain from trying to trick you like this? If anything, I only stand to lose here.
But it's true that Pygo was unexpected. When we went to Cravasse Cave before, we only saw Ethel.
True. And now that I think about it, the Fury was different too. But maybe the Soul Plains and Cravasse Cave Furies were different because I already have them. That would make sense.
If I took your story at face value, perhaps that would imply some sort of time paradox?
Time paradox?
You say you possess the Furies that were supposedly at the Soul Plains in Cravasse Cave, correct? One could hypothesize that perhaps that is a starting point, which has influenced later events.
Huh. Is that how that works?
Come on, don't worry about the details. Let's just keep pushing forward. We're definitely gonna prove that our story's true next chance we get. Let's go! On to the Yanagon lava flows!
Yeah, we gotta go to the lava caves. I think that's where we went last time. But got the revival first. We have 2 C-ranks to pull out, and I think we have a B as well. I want to get rid of the 2 C-ranks here. Like I said earlier in the video, at this point it doesn't matter how many things we put at the Valgard. We can actually pull out all the Furies at this point, providing we have sufficient amount of them. So, and there's just no repercussions at all. It's only like in the first half of the story that happens. So yeah, these C-rank things are going to be stupidly weak. And in fact, I may in fact show off Maelstrom since it's right here and it's Tiara's turn. Maelstrom, like I said, affects everybody in the battle. Hits, I think it's 3 times. And this will just murders everything on the screen if it's weak. Anything super effective against water, anything that's water super effective against is probably going to die horribly. So yeah, it's also a good opening maneuver, interesting maneuver. It's also one of those as well. Because from what I've seen, it's like there's not very much of anything that I've actually seen that was resistant to water that didn't actually die straight away.
Let's go.
My turn.
I am. Maelstrom obviously deals not bad damage. Well, if the target survives. But when targets don't survive, they die. Well, duh, obviously. one more seed to pull out. Where is it? There it is. I think this is the last C rank element. The last C rank Furies we need. 2 dragons. Let's maelstrom these. I'll do half of the damage. Alright, Imperial Red Dragons, they're pretty strong against most things. I know these things, I'm fairly certain they're resistant to fire. I know, I think these are actually treated as a strong enemy, as a tough enemy in a later dungeon. In a later dungeon, you have change enemies out. They actually show up. They count as dangerous enemies. And I only know this. I know there's a quest at Garmo's pub that requires you to defeat a lot of them. And yeah, I know. What do we want for B? Obtain weapon points for silence sounds good. I also need a better change enemies Fury, but that's an A rank. I don't really like XP consumption times 2 in case I need to actually use magic for a change. Or any special ability. Alright, what does the goddess have? Experience plus 30 in exchange for skill seal. Probably the best one though. You know what, I'll go for this drop rate one. I do need a few drop rate Furies for something I need later on. So this is going to be a good idea. Also, we've seen all these enemies before, so let's just find apart from the one on the back that's just basically a recolor. Not that I can, Maelstrom's going to ruin them. At least do a significant amount of damage. Heavy shooting slash will kill them off? Probably not the Sand Dragon. No, didn't think so. Yeah, I think that's all the Furies we currently have at the moment. So, guess this means it's also the end of the video. Do we need to? But first, do we need to do anything else? It doesn't look like it. We've not got any side quests to do. So yeah, in the next episode, we're going to go to the lava caves, get the Fury that's there. Take care, and I will see you guys then. Ciao.
I could